They think I'm dying. The KRYL pirates who capture my research vessel threw me in the holding cell with the rest of their exotic specimens, creatures they'd sell to collectors across the galaxy. The cell is designed for a Vexian climate. Minus 15 degrees Celsius, low oxygen, high ammonia content in the air. Perfect for Vexian. Lethal for most species. I'm sitting here in my torn jumpsuit, shivering, while the KRYL take bets on how long I'll last. Their translator implants make their chittering clear. The human will be dead by morning. Weak Deathworld are trash. They don't know much about Earth, do they? I've started doing jumping jacks to stay warm. The KRYL find this hilarious. Day 3. Still not dead. The KRYL seem confused. I've figured out the cell's layout. There's a moisture condenser in the corner. Meant for the Vexian they captured before me. Didn't make it past day 2. I've been collecting the water droplets. Not safe to drink, but I can use it. The ammonia is giving me headaches, but human livers are stubborn. We evolved to process toxins that would kill most species. I'm nauseous, dizzy, but functional. One of the KRYL, the captain, I think, stopped by my cell. Stared at me for a full minute. I stare back. She seemed unsettled. Good. Day 7. They've stopped betting on when I'll die. Now they're betting on what I am. No human should survive this, the captain hissed at her crew. Check the database. Is it a mistake? Is this thing actually human? I've been exercising. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Keeping my body temperature up, keeping my metabolism active. The KRYL watch like I'm performing a circus act. Found out the hard way that I can't eat their food. Threw up for hours. But I've been rationing the emergency protein bars from my jumpsuit pocket. 3 bars. Maybe 4 days of calories if I'm careful. I'm not panicking. Panic burns energy. Energy is life. Day 12. A Vexian merchant came to inspect the merchandise today. The tribunal had forgotten what evolution on a death world meant. While they'd spent eons in climate-controlled habitats, my ancestors had thrived in this chaos. My immune system, dormant in the sterile environments of space, roared back to life. Muscles, weakened by lower gravity, began to remember their original purpose. I built shelter from fallen timber. I filtered water through sand and charcoal, the way my grandfather taught me during survival training. I hunted deer with traps and ate berries I'd learned to identify as a child. The cuts on my hands healed fast, faster than they ever had in space. My body was remembering. 3 months in, I realized I felt better than I had in years. The ache in my joints from the orbital stations was gone. My mind, no longer dulled by recycled air and artificial light, sharpened. I could smell weather coming, hear predators at 100 meters, feel the microscopic tension in a footprint that told me how fresh it was. When the beacon activated after 1 year, the retrieval ship descended into what they clearly considered hell. Zekthar emerged in a full environmental suit, his scanner sweeping over me in disbelief. "Impossible," he muttered. "Your cellular structure has improved. You've gained muscle mass. Your neural activity. You made a mistake," I said, breathing the heavy, wet air that they found so toxic. "You sent me to the one place in the galaxy designed to forge survivors. You sent an apex predator back to its training ground." The tribunal had no choice but to honor their word. As I boarded their ship, I smiled. They taught me something valuable. I was never meant for their sterile worlds. I was always meant for Earth.